half-assed friendships. No more of those in 2024.
What about areas that you think tattoos look not so good, or you wouldn't want a tattoo?
I think I wouldn't want tattoos anywhere on my face and neck, but
Yeah.
I love neck tattoos though. On a man. On a
Yeah.
man. But I think maybe not on girls really. Oh no,
We
I
have
think it
quite
depends.
well. We have men just tend to have bigger necks, so there's more of a surface
I think
area.
that yeah.
So I think it can look a little. I don't know. It depends on your style. If it goes with your style, sometimes it can look out of place if you have like tattoos that are kind of one style and then you kind of dress yourself in a different way. It can clash because it is a style. It's a way of expressing your style.
Yeah.
So it kind of has to go with the way that you dress, I guess, and like do your hair and do your just style yourself.
Yeah, and the clothes as well. Yeah.
So I feel like I'm not the biggest fan of a lot of back tattoos. I feel like large back tattoos for me. I mean, sometimes they do look cool, but I would never get like a full back tattoo.
No,
like,
I
covering
don't
my
think
back.
I would either. No.
Just because I do think I don't know, something about bare backs and like the dent in the spine I think looks really sleek and sexy.
Yeah, well there's lots of tattoos where it's like you can have loads of tattoos on your back, but they're so small and like kind of spread out.
Shoulder blades look cool.
Yeah, like shoulder blades are just like you can still have like a tattered back but still show a lot of like your just skin. So it's not like a full-on painting on the back.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to explore this like world of tattoos, to be honest. That's gonna be one of my 2024 New Year resolution things.
Yeah. I'm glad that you got a tattoo so I know what it feels like.
Yeah, and that's another thing because I've been thinking about getting a tattoo for so long and I've been waiting on people like to go, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I just want to get it done already. And obviously my friend was also like very down to go. And I think that's what I need more of. I just need to like have that fuck it attitude and just go and get it done, not wait on people.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, I'm gonna add something that no one's written down, but like more solo things. I like solo dates, solo walks, doing things on your own for sure. Do more of that in 2024 because it's really, really good for your mental health. It's just nice to feel that confident when you're walking through somewhere. I feel like as well, I love just sticking my earphones in my ears, listening to my music and just going about my day on my own. I really enjoy doing that. I'm like having just days to myself where I'm just like, I don't know, just being completely weird. No one can see.
I feel like I don't need to have that as one of my goals because I think I do a lot of solo things. I think if anything, I probably need to do more social stuff.
What do you think?
Well, I think I do a lot of, I feel like I can get into a pattern of like doing so many things on my own. And it's like, okay, I need to switch it up maybe sometimes and actually reach out to people and try and organize things with people. Because I find it really easy to just do things on my own.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know, I feel like I think I've got a good balance now of like doing stuff with people and doing stuff on my own, because I actually do like I'll take myself to a cafe and stuff and just chill on my own, and I do like that, and I just don't, sometimes you just don't want to talk to anyone as well. But then I feel like I am a big instigator of like social plans as well.
You are, to be fair. I feel like I do most social things because you're the one like bringing them up.
I feel like, to be honest, most of the girls in the group probably feel the same way that you do, because I think obviously when it comes to birthdays and things, whoever's birthday is plans a birthday, but I think outside of that, when we're doing like small dinners, going to the cinema, trips to wherever, I like to plan it, because I don't like when we say we're gonna do something and then we're like,
so who's gonna
like, I just go, okay guys, should we go this day? I've looked at this, because I just want it to happen.
I feel like I'm kind of a good person in that as well, because if you're asking questions like what should we do, whatever, I feel like I'm actually good at responding and being like this or that. This,
because I'm not okay. People need to be decisive.
I think I can be decisive.
It is helpful. Because if I go to Larissa, Greek food or Indian food, she'll be like, oh, Greek.
Yeah.
It's not, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, because you never.
Don't do that.
Yeah, because that annoys me as well. Because then, okay, none of us are getting anywhere.
Exactly.
We're not getting anywhere. And also, when it comes with to money as well, I feel like I'll just send the money straight away, or I'll be like, "It's this much? Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
Let's do it."
Yeah, because we've had a bit of a situation. We'll bring you into a friendship group little situation at the moment. That is Mexico. We have wanted to go to Mexico for so long. We've been planning it. For a very long time. Honestly, if it was just a me and Larissa situation, we probably would have been and come back by now.
Yeah,
It would have happened. But I think when it's a group situation, everyone deals with that though. In group situations, it's hard to get everyone's availability, everyone's like budgets, what everyone's happy with, dates, you know. So everyone seems like they're willing to go. I don't know. Obviously, you're being very upfront with whether you can or can't go and like availability and just stuff like that. So that's because you would love to go, but you're like, but can I actually go? Because I don't know if I can afford it, or I don't know if I have the time. Am I really busy then? I feel like I am, but I really want to go though. Just say that.
Or I might have the money.
Yeah, just see.
Yeah, well, just see if I can actually save up the money.
But we can't see because it's a long haul flight, so we need to book it now.
Yeah, so you're wasting time. Yeah.
I think it's an innocent mistake because it is just a case of I just want to be there. I just don't want to have a definitive no, because then the adventure's done for me, and that's kind of sad. But it does obviously impact on everyone else's plans.
Yeah.
Please.
So that's another thing to leave behind in 2023, like wishy-washiness.
Yeah,
be decisive. Yeah, be decisive.
Yeah,
and be clear as well. Like, it's okay to decline invitations to things.
Yeah,
it's okay to be like, yes, I can go to this. No, I can't go to that. It's fine. It's better to be direct, and then you're not wasting anyone's time. Yeah, you're not setting any expectations. Yeah,
I prefer that. I feel like because I am one of the people that sort of often plan things. I feel like my boyfriend's very similar, and I think when you take up that like kind of position, you have a bit more consideration for when other people are planning stuff. So you're like, yes. And if I say yes, I'm not going to drop out. And I feel like sometimes when you're not that big on planning stuff, that's when you feel a bit more comfortable with being wishy-washy, because you don't understand the impact of what it can do to someone's plans if you drop out last minute.
Yeah.
It's really stressful when people drop out last minute, especially when it involves money. Like if it's a dinner, if it's a holiday, and someone's gone, don't want to come anymore. Oh, can't come.
Yeah. And now the overall price has to be split between less people, so each individual is paying more money.
Someone's got it doesn't disappear, the cost doesn't disappear. You agreed so that cost has gone up because that's your spot. You've now dropped out, someone's got to cover it. It doesn't just disappear. So think about this thing. Think about it before you say no, I can't come anymore. Do you want to read this one?
Next one is half-assed friendships. Yes. No more of those in 2024. It's just I think everyone thinks that you need to try and be really good friends with like everyone that you see on a regular basis. But you know what, it's actually fine to not be friends if the vibes are not there. It's okay to not force a conversation. It's okay to just sit in silence and just not even bother.
Or just like, it's just protecting your energy really, like
no point investing in something when you know there's no like reward for it.
Everything has to serve you, every relationship has to serve you. So if you're not getting anything from the friendship, and you also feel like maybe you're giving too much, or maybe you're not giving enough because you're actually not really that invested in that person, or you just keep clashing, isn't it just best to save your energy and put more of it into friendships that you actually genuinely want to nurture?
Like there's some people that you're naturally going to get along with more, so it's just easier to be around them, and then they actually want to be with you and hang out with you, and that's so much better than like hanging out with people just because you feel like you have to, like going to a social because you like you were invited to it, so in a way you feel obliged to go. You don't have to go. You honestly don't. You don't need to like hang out with people when you think it's gonna be more detrimental really than actually constructive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it's just tiring more than anything when you don't get along with someone and you it's just this like putting on this almost fake persona.
I know.
Yeah, doesn't feel nice.
Yeah, because one thing I was saying to Samara before is like, you know, when you've been invited to a social and if the vibes are not there, you've spent money to go, you've probably drank alcohol, or like I'm thinking my scenario, like I've drank alcohol and I'm not wanting to drink alcohol. I've paid for food when I didn't really need to spend money, and then I've not even had a good time, and I've missed out on sleep as well. So it's just like overall, it would have been better to stay home and just chill with my cat.
Yeah. And I think people struggle with the balance maybe of like, you know, having the fuck it attitude and also know when to say no. It is hard to get the balance because sometimes you're like, but what if it is really good? What if this is the time I should say fuck it now?
Yeah. It's
difficult to balance, but I feel like your gut knows though.
Yeah, your gut will know. Yeah. And as well, like if you pull up to a social and then after 10 minutes you're not feeling it, you can leave as well. We're all adults. We're all adults.
That's a good way to do it. Yeah. You can like, you don't have to, it's not all or nothing. You can go and see what the vibes are saying and then go, nah, this isn't it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what we should have done when we went to that Christmas party. We kept checking in with each other to be like, no, it's just 5 minutes. We might pick up.
It wasn't until I genuinely almost passed out.
You're like, we're leaving.
I was like, it's a health concern now. Like, I actually need to
Body says no.
Literally, the body was shutting down.
Yeah.
I was like, bye.
But without situations like that though, would we have learned? Maybe we would have still been doing stuff like that.
Yeah. To be honest, I still have done stuff like that. I think though I've learnt now, so for the next year with certain groups of people, I know if it's going to be worth going or not. Like,
what to expect.
Yeah. So I'm not going to be repeating the same mistakes with the same people. Like obviously, like with new people, you have to give it a chance. Like might not be your vibe, but if you've never hung out with them before, you have to give it a chance and then still
and just see what it's saying exactly. So then at least you know for sure. Yeah,
because I'm not going to be completely closed off, but at the same time, there's no point trying again with the same.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But also not. It's like fuck it, but to a point.
Just keep your wits about you, basically.
Like fuck it, I'm gonna go, and fuck it, I'm gonna leave if it's shit.
Yeah.
So we wrote down a few of our goals and things that we want to bring into 2024. So do you want to start?
Okay. So wait, we talk about these ones.
Yeah.
So we've kind of divided our goals for 2024 into career goals, travel goals, and personal goals. So should we talk about career goals first? So what are yours?
Well, I'm kind of scared to put this on record, but
oh my god, man, scaring me as well, man.
Well, man.
All I'm gonna say is, I definitely want to see the podcast grow, and I love the skills that I'm learning from having a podcast, like all the editing skills, the social media skills, like going out on the streets and doing interviews as well. I'm growing as a person through that, and I think that is helping me, whether like directly or not, it's helping me in my career somehow. And I would love to like just keep growing on that trajectory. And then obviously the field that I'm working in is super interesting. And I probably, because that's what I'm qualified in, that I've got a degree in chemistry, I probably will still be in chemistry for quite a while.
Just following wherever your path might lead you, but it's nice to be able to be learning new skills and to be introducing new things into our career options. And just like broadening our knowledge of just the working world. It's like I think for a while I always kind of thought of work as very corporate, because that's the environment that I learned in. I had my work experience through university, and then I had my first couple jobs. It's all been office based, obviously mostly in legal, and I really just thought that was a professional career, and anything creative was like, you know, a pipe dream almost. And it's
like a bit of a game. It's like,
yeah,
it's not a serious thing.
Yeah,
it actually is. People are making their careers being creative, because someone has to be creative.
Yeah, exactly. Someone has to create those ads that you see on the TV, those billboards that you see. Someone has directed that.
Yeah.
And imagine, I just think, how cool is that someone has just taken the leap? Someone has to take the leap to be able to do that.
Otherwise, we're not going to have music. We're not going to have TV. This is getting serious.
But it's true. Like, why them? Why not one of you? Why not one of us?
Yeah.
Just takes a choice, doesn't it?
It does exactly.
And bravery, a little bit of bravery.
Yeah, and the willingness to learn these skills.
Yeah.
It is a good thing that, like, I remember when I left sixth form, I remember probably like the kids in year 7, 8, 9, I'm not too sure like exactly which year group, but they did introduce like photography as like a GCSE and a course to take, and of course that should be a subject that we should be able to
viable
learn.
Career path.
Yeah, like everyone needs photography because of like just the way this is a social media world now. We're so technical.
Exactly.
We need like
it's a form of communication.
Yeah. It's so important.
Yeah, and I think it's really cool when it comes to photography specifically. There's so many different sectors that you can do photography in. Like when we went to our first networking event, there was a photographer doing club photography, and then he did weddings. You can also do stuff like freelance. You can get hired by specific companies. You can do corporate pictures, school pictures. There's so many different kinds. So
yeah,
it does make sense.
There's always room for it. There's of course room for it.
Yeah. Have we been taught to be squeezed into this small little hole?
I know. There's actually, I feel like there's way more people that are doing office jobs, or that are like qualified for office jobs, and then not enough people qualified for things like photography.
So much room,
yeah.
And I think it's really cool because with those jobs, okay, yes, you can get a degree in it, but most of the time you're gonna really progress on the job, and that's what a lot of the employers will revel in, teaching and training you on the job and like exposing you to all this work, and that's exciting. Well, I think it's exciting to be in that environment. So I think it's really cool how, like you said, there's so much need and requirement for people to join those kind of sectors. It's just because people are a little bit, maybe it's because people don't know enough about it, and people are like, I don't know about it, so I'm just gonna steer clear.
Yeah. Possibly.
Jump in head first.
Go ahead, do it. Set yourself a new career goal for this year.
Please just do it, because I can't just do another year of people complaining about their jobs. It's so annoying.
Yeah. I think this year, I'm definitely more interested in volunteering as well, especially because I do speak other languages. So I think it would be interesting to get into maybe tutoring, or just volunteering in like a local community. Like, why not? Might as well, if I've got the time.
Yeah.
And I'm not feeling drained from like all my other activities. Like, that seems like something I need to maybe look into. So I might set that as a goal.
Yeah, that's cool for you.
So the next thing, obviously, travel goals. So travel goals for this year.
Oh my gosh. So do you remember when we talked about how people in friendship groups just put all these ideas out there and
nothing comes to fruition?
Yeah.
This is why I always find it easier to just do solo trips, not gonna lie. Because like, at least I know it's only me that I have to rely on. Yeah, because I feel like, I guess, because I travel, I love traveling obviously with my boyfriend, and that is quite easy because we like the same kind of holidays. It's just the two of us. Yeah.
There's not really, you don't really need to gather everyone's information and availability and budget and blah blah. So that's it's quite easy to sort out. Friendship, the thing with friendship holidays is, like group holidays, they do bang.
I know. Well, we only really did one big group holiday at that time. Well, it wasn't even a big group. Just our Portugal holiday.
So
We've only been on one girls' holiday
because it's so hard.
Yeah.
But it was so good, and we've done like group trips before, and they've been just as fun.
Oh yeah, to London. Yeah. That's been fun. That's been really fun. Yeah.
Every time, bangs without fail.
Yeah, that is a bit easier because then it's just like it's only really a weekend. Yeah. Car or train, and then book the Airbnb, split an Airbnb. Yeah. That's pretty easy to do. But then like traveling abroad, you need to make sure that everyone can book the time off work, which is annoying.
But this is why we're in a good spot now, because we're getting in early. But don't touch your annual leave before we sort this out, I swear. Don't touch it. Because yeah, once you have like everyone's flexibility, then it's a lot easier to work with. It's just when people start booking things in. But yeah, travel goals, definitely want to do some sort of girls' holiday. If you can't come, you can't come. That's cheating speaking now. You can't go. I'm so sorry, but you can't go.
Yeah,
I'm going.
Yeah,
I have to be there because we spoke about this far too long.
Yeah, I know.
So
we were also looking at Portugal Afro Nation.
Yes.
That's going to be on my birthday as well, 26th of June.
Well, we said festivals abroad. We've been saying this for a while as well.
And I did say last year, I remember saying last year, like after Afro Nation, I was like, I'm honestly going to buy a ticket and go on my own. Because like, at this point, I find it quite annoying that I've been wanting to go for so many years.
Yeah.
And then it just keeps on getting put off. But maybe we should actually book that.
Yeah.
I think I might actually be able to fund that and go.
Well, there's so many different festivals as well. That's why it gets like sticky, because I think once you create a group that are interested in the festival, then they're like, oh, what about this festival actually? The lineup kind of looks a bit better there. Oh, what about this one?
It's again the indecisiveness, and then in the end, no one goes anywhere.
Exactly. So there was absolutely no point in us discussing any of that because we're still in England.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
Yeah. So I think obviously it's good to discuss, but there needs to be an end goal. It can't just be discussing for the sake of discussing. You got to be like, okay, let's consider all options, but at the end of this conversation, we have to make a decision. It can't just be we're window shopping and oh, that's nice and that's nice too, and then nothing. So yeah, festival abroad for sure would be so fun. You know what, this is my issue with festivals as well. I've never actually been to a festival, and I think you'd love them. I don't know if I would though, because I get really tired, and I just even on nights out I get tired, and I don't know if I can be asked for 3 days in a row. Festivals though, because they're in the day. Yeah. So you go home at a reasonable hour, you go to sleep, you wake up, you don't even have to wake up early, get ready, and by 11 a.m. you're out the door again. To be fair, I did enjoy Carnival last year, so that's again. You would like festivals. So I think we should do Carnival again this year as well. Day parties. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, Notting Hill's happening. Notting Hill, yeah. They are seeing us again. Yeah, every year to be honest, like I'm gonna be there every year. I'm a regular now. I'm a regular. I think they won me over. Yeah, 100%. I think as well for me, that is the first time that I've actually been surrounded by Caribbean flags to that capacity. Like I'm so used to being like the minority when it comes to obviously being one of our friendship group is quite mixed, to be fair, so not so much feeling that way because I feel very comfortable in our friendship group, but most of the time most of my black friends are of African heritage, so I've been one of the only Caribbean people, if not the only Caribbean people for a while, and it's never been that much of a hindrance, but sometimes it feels like I can't say certain things because no one will get it. Yeah. As in, like, make a quick joke here about this kind of food or whatever, because people can't relate. But in that environment, it's like every man and their dog was Caribbean, and I was just like, wow. And I saw so many Kittish flags, and St. Kitts is so small. I'm like, you're not from there, because I would have seen you before. It's funny, there's probably more people from St. Kitts in England than there is in St. Kitts. Yeah, but that was really cool. I found that really, really cool. Being like, what island? People ask me what island I was from. Do you know what as well? Can I just say? Obviously, people come up behind you and try and whine on you or whatever. Yeah. Which is what we expected. But the way that these guys take rejection, honestly, they were handling it so well. I like the way men approached me. Like, I'm remembering now, and I was like, that was actually funny. Because people were nice, like
some of the guys that tried to have conversations with me,
Yeah.
it was respectful, and
I
they
actually
didn't
want to get to know you.
There were no stinky attitudes. Like, you know, some men are really like bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was very decent. Yeah, very decent.
Definitely getting a hotel next year.
Yeah, because obviously, if you have seen our London vlog, the chaotic London vlog,
Watch
you
it.
know what happened. You know the trauma we went through.
It was hell on earth. Honestly, I've never felt panic like it. Running around the streets of London.
We were robbed of the apartment, and we were also robbed of the first day of carnival. It was fucking dickhead, man.
We could have got 2 days because it was so fun, and we only got half of what we paid for.
I know.
Yeah, definitely a hotel next year.
Yeah.
And one right in the centre so we can just
hop
out.
Yeah.
Be there.
Yeah.
But you know what? We've learned, we've grown, and it was still such a fun experience, and I would definitely go again. It definitely didn't ruin anything for me in terms of like the actual carnival.
Yeah.
So
that's the travel goals.
Yes. What's next?
The personal goals was the other one.
Oh God, what are my personal goals? Did I write them down?
I
Did you write them down?
I think I wrote down mine. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you kick things off so I can like have a little. At least that's yours.
Mm-hmm. I was very real about mine though, so I can't say all those. Okay, so the first personal goal of mine is to practice more Portuguese because I want to go back to Brazil.
Woo!
I'm not gonna say how long for. Not gonna say what the plan is.
Yeah.
But 2024, I'm gonna be in Rio. I'm gonna be in Rio again.
I think as well, it's quite nice to have the date like written down, set in stone, because then it actually forces you to get comfortable with the idea of, I'm more confident with the idea of like speaking Portuguese more fluently and like with just in casual conversation with obviously native speakers, because like, it is obviously daunting.
Yeah.
But I feel like as well, the way that we receive people who speak English or broken English, you're never looking at them like, hurry up then, like get on with it. Like
I know, it's true. We aren't actually horrible, and we aren't ever actually judging them or like laughing at them for saying something wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I know people. It's a bit like people did receive me well the last time I went to Brazil. Like everyone had nothing but compliments to give me about my Portuguese. So, but it's just because I know that there are like I can hear myself when I'm making mistakes, and it's just about getting rid of those.
But you're a perfectionist sometimes.
Yeah.
And I feel like you have to stumble first.
I know.
You can't like be boom native speaker.
Yeah.
You have to like be in it. And I feel like as well, once you're in it and you're living in it, you have to speak it all the time.
To be fair, like I actually felt like when I was in Brazil just for the 2 weeks last year, that my Portuguese just felt really great. I feel like it's kind of gone down because I've been back in England and I've not been actually speaking it out loud.
Wait, that's what's gotta happen. Sometime when I came back from Barcelona. No, when was it?
Where's this going?
When I came back from Barcelona. No, it wasn't Barcelona. Well, I was like, when I came back from Mallorca, because this is when I actually was doing my regular Spanish lessons on my phone. Last year. And me and Matty, my boyfriend, were like speaking broken Spanish. We played this game where we were going to restaurants and we'd be like, should we just speak Spanish for as long as possible before they realise that we didn't speak Spanish at all? So we would sit down and like sometimes it would go too far, but that would make us feel really proud though. I definitely have lost a lot of what I had learned because I was actually really on my shit, and we would compete against each other to like keep learning. But on that holiday I was like, wow, I'm actually getting more and more confident with this. And sometimes they would like start to converse more and more with us in Spanish and like talk us through the menu in Spanish, and we'd be like, right, actually no, we don't know that. No, we don't know that. No hablo. No entiendo nada. En inglés. But it was nice to be able to have that response as well, because it makes you more confident when people start responding. You're like, I make sense.
Yeah, no, definitely. And it's about like actually putting yourself in the environment, and then you keep up the progress, and then you build on it, and eventually you can have full conversations. Yeah, it is really cool learning a language. I think I put for my personal, oh wait, no, I didn't, but y'all shall find out. You will all find out in 2024. I'm not gonna say when. some point 25. You'll find out. You will see it.
It's gonna be a year. I honestly have I don't know what it is. In my gut, I have such a really good feeling about 2024.
I have a really good feeling about 2024. I feel like for all of us, I feel like all of us are gonna go through something like quite life-changing in 2024. Like all of us have. I think we're all at a point now.
Yeah.
We're at the final like
precipice.
Precipice, genuinely.
Yes.
Because we've all been like, you know,
figuring
ourselves out the past couple of years.
Well, I don't like 25. That's me.
But it feels like now we're actually so done with this shit. We're actually like so done with it. Like we're putting
actions.
Yeah, now we're really gonna just fully switch up all of us.
Yeah.
Big moves. 2024, big moves.
Yeah, I honestly feel it in my gut. Like I feel like I often say, oh, I have a good feeling about next year. And you know what? It's improved slightly bit by bit. But this year coming up,
I've never felt so strongly.
Me neither. I've never felt, because I just feel, I think it's a lot of mine is tied to career and the field that I want to explore. Yeah. And also the plans that we have for the podcast. I feel like if we do things right, it could really.
I know.
Mwah. Yeah. Personal goals for me. Driving. I'm doing my driving lessons at the moment.
I need to do them.
If I could be on the road like a grown woman. Do you know what? I was in the car this morning and I was like, I shouldn't be here. I was like, I am cosplaying right now. I should not be here.
Yeah.
Like I was on Princess Parkway.
Yeah, that's a scary road.
I was fucking scared.
No, that is scary.
I drove down the Curry Mile.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was like, vroom. I wasn't like that.
Vroom, vroom.
I was like, vroom, vroom, and me more I was scared, but I did that.
Yeah, you did that too.
Yeah.
So the imposter syndrome.
Yeah, for sure.
Me strong, but
yeah. But driving like a grown woman.
Yeah, no more passenger princess. No, I will still be a passenger princess.
Yeah, I honestly, do you know what? I think I would dream of me picking you up from the airport.
Oh yeah. I live so close to the airport, I just walk.
Yeah. I know, but it's for the vibes.
For the vibes,
like, get in, loser!
Okay, yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Get in, loser!
Yeah, Mean Girls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nah, that has to happen now. And I also just want to I just want to be that confident woman in a car.
Yeah.
You know?
Playing your music, blasting it.
Yeah.
I'd be so excited to like have a car so I can just play my music really, really loud on my way to work, and I feel like I have the best day.
Yeah, it gets you right in the zone. Yeah. So driving, I want to start jogging / running. I want to get my stamina up. Health is a big thing. I love working out. I really want to be able to. I want to do High Rocks. I spoke to you about it briefly. It's like a grown-up sports day. It's a functional training competition. I didn't think I would do it on my own for the first time because I think that would be stupid.
Maybe
it would be. No, it would be.
Okay.
Because the people that at my gym who are literally athletes, like the coaches, they do it on their own sometimes. I think even some of them do it in groups, to be honest, because it's very intense. And the people that have done it on their own are like, they still struggle a lot. It's not supposed to be easy, but I would love to just see what I can do.
Yeah.
So that would be really cool. Yeah. I think that really is as far as it goes in terms of personal goals.
I'm really looking forward to, at some point in the future, it could be 2024, like possibly getting my own apartment and like living alone. Living alone, maybe.
In where do you think?
In Manchester.
Okay.
But then also I've always had this plan of like living abroad as well. But it just really depends on what happens in life. Like we'll just see.
Yeah. Would you look?
But I do want to do that at some point. Like it is a goal of mine before I get in a serious relationship ever.
Have your own space.
Yeah, my own apartment. Live on my own. See what that's like. Yeah.
Do you think you would look in the city, or would you look?
I don't really mind actually, because I feel like we've been living in the city now for the past year, and I feel like I genuinely haven't been making the most of it. Like I honestly think all I really need is to be close to work, close to a supermarket, and close to the gym. And then I'll just trek to town if I ever need to meet friends. Like, I don't mind.
Yeah, because you don't really go that often.
Yeah, I don't go that often, so I don't mind it being like a long journey to go to the centre. Yeah.
I'm the opposite. Because I do go, I'm in town almost every day.
Because you work there, you gym there, you go
Shop
shopping there, so yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
And a lot of my friends live there. So I'm like, oh, you're just round the corner.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, that's cool. I guess another personal goal then for me, talking about like living, would be to get to live with my boyfriend. That would be great to live it. But then it's just finding somewhere and so that's difficult. But that would be really cool because that would be my first experience like owning a place.
Oh, you want to actually pay? You want to actually like get a deposit on it?
Yeah. So I would be like
not just renting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's scary. It's very grown up.
Yeah. That is very grown up.
We talked about it obviously, and like he would have to, because he owns his house, so he'd have to sell that. But look, finding a place where we can both like create a home would be really cool. Having a garden, having my own garden.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it is just scary thinking about all the things you have to learn about when it comes to a house. 'Cause I think when you rent, you're not really, the buck doesn't stop with you. So if something goes wrong, call someone and they sort it out.
Yeah.
But with a house that you own, you have to sort that shit out yourself.
Just the whole process of buying a house has all seemed so long, because I know a couple from work that I've been kind of witnessing them doing like the research for buying a house, and it's like the amount of money you have to spend as well to then do the proper what do you call it? The proper checks on the house before
like surveyor's checks.
Yeah, and then having to read all the different contracts, like actually understanding what all of it means as well.
Yeah.
It's so grown up. Yeah, it's quite difficult, and then figuring out how to get a mortgage from the bank. All of that.
Yeah, we've been looking at that, and like having to work out budgets and like decent neighborhoods that are within budget and have everything that we want. And you're never going to get everything that you want as well, so how much are you willing to compromise, and how much are you willing to have to build and bring to a house, because it won't have everything that you want from the beginning unless your budget's sky high.
Yeah. So next year does seem like it's going to be a really good year. I have high hopes. I hope it's going to be good.
Same.
Yeah.
It's good for you guys too, but
yeah. Well, let us know what your goals are as well.
Share your thoughts. But yeah, welcome back.
Yeah.
2024, let's go.
No.
Remember, it's okay.
Love you.